Hello everybody and welcome back. This is ZDS here bringing you part 2, 3, can't remember, of my Pokemon Omega Ruby Let's Play. So, as I stated in the previous video, I was going to go ahead and capture a Ralts, and I did so off screen. I took the Diantha Ralts that you get at the end of Pokemon X and Y, that you get from Diantha after you complete the game, I think. Sorry for the chair screeching. I took that Ralts, transferred it over to Omega Ruby for a minute, and went ahead into the grass and did the Dex Naving to capture me a modest one in this game. That's got my own OT and stuff, so I don't have the advantage of having it have traded EXP. So in this video, we're gonna go ahead and continue onward. Probably head through Petalburg Woods in this video as well. Battle a half a dozen trainers or so, probably more. And kill some worms by drowning them in water. As opposed to drowning them in any other substance. I believe Ralts learns Confusion at level 20 something. Level 4 in this game, in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, instead of level 6? I'm always wrong on that. So, you know what? I'm gonna swap out Ralts, get some experience for her. By the way, this was actually only the second Ralts I found, which was pretty cool. I didn't think I was going to find it that quickly, but I did, so. So yeah, Gardevoir is going to be one of our final team members, as it usually is in my Pokemon Gen 3 run-throughs. Not exactly sure on what my rest of my team is going to consist of. I know I want to get a Fire type, but I don't really want to use Camerupt, Torkoal, or Magcargo. So I may just skip the Fire type altogether. I usually like to have a Fire, a Water, and a Grass type on my team at all times. Yep, there we go, level 4, perfect. And Confusion, nice. Once I get the EXP share, it'll be a lot easier to level her up, which I will be getting that in this video as well. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Okay, let's go ahead and grab us some Oran Berries. And some Pecha Berries. Not the most useful items, but they will come in handy in some cases. In case I run out of antidotes, for example, the Pecha Berries can come in handy that way. Or during rather tough battles where I need to clinch my HP stat, you know, the Oran Berries come in handy that way too. I also realized very quickly that you guys couldn't even hear the air conditioner in the last video. So I don't even know why I bothered saying pardon the air conditioner. Because when I listened back to the recording, I couldn't hear the air conditioner at all. I just heard the normal static that the microphone gives off, which, yes, I know the static is annoying. I don't like it either, but it's the only microphone I have right now, and I will be getting a new microphone in the next coming weeks, hopefully, if, you know, the money allows it, because that's kind of the whole deal here, is that, you know, living on a budget, you gotta plan out what you're gonna spend what on. What takes priority and what doesn't. And microphone right now is not one of the things that takes priority, unfortunately, so sorry if you guys don't like the mic quality. It's just, you know, it's the best I can do with what I got right now, so what can you do? Alrighty, Alan, you're done for. Now I'm gonna get stopped by Meg, and I guarantee you. I honestly don't remember where I was left off the last video. Like, it's actually been 2 days between the recording, for me, in real time, between the recording of the first episode and the recording of this episode, which I believe is the second episode, which is why I was kind of confused at the beginning, because I don't remember. I really need to record these in bulk instead of spending days in between each video. Level 10. I like it. No new move though, which sucks, but whatever. I am going to level up Mudkip to at least 14 before I face the Rustboro City Gym. Let's go ahead and grab us a potion. And yep, get stopped by me again. Hey! She gives you that like weird, like Hi! Like the "you're really stupid" hello. And then a bunch of Beautifly fly by. Which is funny because Beautifly's not catchable in this game. You can catch Wurmple and Silcoon in Petalburg Woods, and you can catch Wurmple in the first 3 routes of the game, but Beautifly you can't catch. You can evolve, of course, from Wurmple and Silcoon into Beautifly, but you can't catch Beautifly by itself. So welcome everybody to Petalburg City, where we're not going to be doing much of anything except for this little part. This is pretty much, this city's not important until the midway through the game, because it is the 5th city for the 5th gym. It's just really introduction to Wally. That's really the biggest reason that you go to this place. In my opinion, Wally is your real rival. Because while May/Brendan are like your counterparts, Wally is the one that like is really trying to get stronger than you. Brendan/May isn't really trying to get better than you. They're just along for the ride, and they just happen to be one of your, one of your new friends when you come to the new city, but Wally is the one that tries to get stronger. And he really does, spoiling the game now, of course, but, as if you guys haven't fucking played the game by now, if you guys are watching this. Actually, if you guys are watching this, you probably haven't played the game, so I'll try not to spoil things as much as I can. And I'm glad that they changed... I'm gonna spoil... I just said I'm not gonna spoil something, but I'm gonna spoil this. I'm glad that they changed Wally's Ralts from being a Gardevoir into a Gallade in Generation 6 Remake and Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, because it just makes more sense. I mean, I know in Gen 3 Gallade did not exist, so of course they had to go with a Gardevoir. But for me, I mean, since I started in Gen 1, technically, if you count Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2, but if we're talking about the main series games, not including XD and Coliseum, I technically started in Generation 3 with Emerald when Generation 4, Diamond and Pearl, were already out and Platinum was on its way. Mid-2008, mid-2009, roughly. I have no idea what that clicking noise I just heard was, but that kind of scared the crap out of me. But, I started my Pokemon journey in around that time period, and, I knew Gallade was a thing before I even finished Emerald, so I assumed Gallade was an Emerald. And what's kind of ironic is that while I have I might as well just say this now. I have kind of an unwritten rule during my Pokemon playthroughs that I've had since my second playthrough of Platinum, where every Pokemon I capture that can be female, I capture as female. I don't know why. It's just kind of been a thing of mine. I like the color red more than I like the color blue. I think that's probably why. But, even my starter Pokemon, I try to get female if at all possible, which is why I'm happy that I got lucky enough with a female Mudkip on the first go. But, in my very first playthrough of Pokemon XD of Darkness, which was the first time I ever used a Ralts in a playthrough, my Ralts was actually male, which I find hilarious because of the fact that nowadays I will never get a Gardevoir male because of Gallade. There's really no reason to get Gardevoir as male when you have Gallade. If you're going to have a male Kirlia, just evolve it into Gardevoir, or to Gallade. Now, some people might say, like, oh, well, you're just a Pokephiliac, and blah, 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 and it's like, no, it's just, I just prefer my Pokemon to be female. It doesn't have anything to do with anything other than the fact that that's just my personal preference. Including Machamp and Pokemon like that look male. Well, sometimes the Pokemon that look male, I'll keep them as male, especially if they're shiny. Like, if they're shiny, I don't care what gender they are. But if they're not shiny, I usually try to get them as female. Which, again, is why I'm glad I got Mudkip as female, because, I don't know, the red and the blue contrast with the female, the gender sign, and the Mudkip's blue palette just kind of pair better to me than the blue male sign does. What do? How do you do? I know I'm probably just talking your guys' ear off with Pokemon gender politics. Something you guys probably have absolutely no interest in whatsoever. Which, frankly, to be fair, neither do I. But I just get comments about this sometimes from my friends and people otherwise that I know that play Pokemon, like, why do you get a Pokemon female? It's like, it's just a rule of mine. So welcome everyone to Petalburg Woods. This is probably this is technically the first dungeon, quote unquote, that you come across. I guess you could call it a dungeon, I think, maybe. But this is where we get my favorite item in the game, which is the EXP share. In Generation 3, the EXP share is pretty worthless. Only in Generation 6 and 7 is the EXP share really good. In the other 5 generations, well, in the other 4 generations, because the EXP share didn't exist in Generation 1, it was called the EXP All, I believe. Which did the same, I think, I don't remember. I never obtained the EXP All in Generation 1 when I would play through it. So I don't know exactly if the EXP All does the same thing as the EXP Share does in Generation 6 and 7, so please, in the comments, correct me if I'm wrong on that, but what I'm getting at here is that the EXP Share is the most useful item in the game because it makes level grinding pretty much a non-issue, which means that I can probably do a majority of my level grinding on screen and not have to wait till post-stream episodes to actually do my level grinding. Or just in general, I can just do the level grinding easier. Don't kill me. Oh god. Okay, that was a little terrifying. Thankfully, I have plenty of potions. The graphics for this game are actually pretty good. I really like them. And I'm just so freaking jazzed that I have a 3DS capture card still. It's been over a week and a half, and I still cannot get over the fact that I have a 3DS capture card. You guys have no idea how long I've wanted one of these. I've wanted one of these since I had my very first YouTube channel back in 2012? Before I even owned a 3DS? I think the 3DS came out in 2013 actually, so I might be wrong on that, but I don't remember. Wait, no, the 3DS is like 6 years old. So yeah, 2013-ish. I got my first 3DS when Pokemon X and Y came out, so I guess 2013 is a good rough estimate. When I first started YouTube, which this is not my first YouTube channel, but when I did my first YouTube channel, which is no longer up anymore, that, I did pretty much, like, I wanted to do, really badly, I wanted to do 3DS capture footage, but, you know, still had the camera trick thing, and I couldn't even make emulators work on my computer back then either, because, like, if you guys know from some of my earlier videos, some of my very early stuff from, like, 3 years ago, I did record my DS game footage with nothing but a video camera, which was a crappy... Wait, no. I'm correcting myself. It's the same camera I have now, it's an HD camera, but it only cost me 120 bucks, so you kind of get what you pay for. And for, like, maybe for freaking, you know, TV recorded footage, it's okay. But in all honesty, for 3DS or DS recorded footage, it is not satisfactory in the slightest. You have so many more problems when it comes to recording DS footage with a camera, as you guys can tell from my previous videos before I got my capture card. Those lateral lines are really the biggest issue. I think that even if I recorded from my frickin' computer screen, I wouldn't have those lateral lines, considering that I think it has something to do with how the LCD screen on the... It's either LED or LCD, I don't remember which. It has something to do with how the screen works on the 3DS and the 2DS XL and the 2DS and all those other DS systems. It's not like... I don't know the specs of it, but I know that it's different from a normal flat screen or LED screen, or LCD screen. Because on my computer, and my TV monitor, and my laptop, I don't have... When I would record on my very first YouTube channel, when I would record with the camera before I even had my Dazzle, I mean, I didn't have those lateral lines when I recorded with that function, but it's kind of hard to say which is better quality in this regard. But yeah, we have the XP share. It's kind of hard to tell which is better quality in that regard when it comes to the difference between my Dazzle and recording with an HD camera off my TV. Because honestly, the Dazzle is not good quality. And it's just what I use for my Wii, GameCube, and or my Wii and my GameCube footage. Just because there's no latency. With my Elgato, however, there is about a 7 to 10 second latency. Not lag, but latency. Like the image on my Elgato on my computer appears about 7 to 10 seconds after it does on my TV. which makes it kind of annoying to try to record small clips with it. Like, I can record longer clips, like a minute or more, with no problems whatsoever, but when I try to record very short clips with my Elgato, it tends to end up screwing up. Plus, currently, I don't have a component to HDMI adapter, or converter, rather, which I will be getting hopefully sometime in the future. I'm trying to save up money to get another apartment, a different apartment, so, you know, budgetary reasons have to kind of come into contact first. And I don't make nearly enough money on my YouTube channel to actually afford it, since, you know, I only get paid once a month and stuff like that, but you guys don't care about the logistics of that. But there we go. We're out of Petalburg Woods, dealing with some mysterious... Ooh, she's so mysterious. We already know who that is. I'm going to go ahead and grab the TM for Echoed Voice right here, which at first I thought was Bullet Seed, but I can't remember if Bullet Seed's even a TM in this game or not. Echoed Voice is not really going to help us much. Bullet Seed would have helped us because I have a C-Dot in my party right now, but, you know, semantics, whatever. Point is, we're done with this episode. Like, you get... Oh, Jesus. Crap. I don't know what the hell that was. Ugh. Sorry, guys. Jeez. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys would like to support the channel, the links to my Patreon and my Twitter are in the description down below. And until next time, this has been ZDS, making YouTube for fun one video at a time, and I will see you guys in the next video after I've done just a little bit of level grinding on this route up here, okay? So, I'll check you guys in the next video. Bye.